Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome to another one of my videos. I know I've been lagging, but today I was looking at some questions from a previous video. People were asking how to get the refrigerant out of the working unit before changing the compressor, or from a unit before changing the compressor. Well, you're not supposed to vent it out, let it escape. So you're supposed to use a vacuum pump. But since this is a DIY channel, wanted to show you how to make your own, basically homemade. Basically what you need is a compressor like this that's still in working condition, and you can leave this one alone, and you're going to put a couple Schrader valves in here. But I wanted to take it to the next level and wanted to put it in a toolbox. That way you're not, carrying it around like this. And if you're doing it for work, then you don't want people to look at you kind of funny when you walk in with the used compressor like this. So I'm gonna make it into a toolbox. I had an old toolbox laying around. So we're gonna go ahead and set it inside. Make a couple holes in here so we can have the Schrader valve sticking out the sides. And we're going to make a hole in here for the power cord, so that when you plug it in, you just, kind of leave it there. But anyways, let me show you how it's done, and we'll go from there. Like I said, we're going to put a couple. What you're going to need is obviously an old toolbox, a way to braze it, either with the oxygen acetylene like we have, or some people use a torch, and some copper tubing to extend it, and a couple Schrader valves. So let's get to it. Okay, so basically you want to find a big enough toolbox to fit your compressors. Compressors come in different sizes, but for example, this one, I'm going to put it in here. And what I'm gonna do is braze some copper lines from here to stick out through here. So we're gonna make a couple holes in here, one for the suction and one for the discharge line. Just big enough for your tubing to fit. See? So the reason you want to make this is because you're not supposed to vent it into the atmosphere. And what happens is the fines can be over $1,000 if they catch you doing it. So you want to have some way of pulling the refrigerant out and putting it in a recovery tank, which I'll show you at a different video. But you want to do this, if you buy the recovery machine, they run anywhere from $500 to $1,000. So if you're just starting out or you just need it, then this is a great alternative. All right, so let me measure some tubing and go from there. Thank you. Be in the back in a bit. Alrighty, so here we go. So I did remove the Schrader valves just because somebody asked in a prior video before brazing. And I'm using this compressor just to hold the pipe because obviously it's going to get very hot. So let's start doing a little bit of brazing here. go. So that's that one. And obviously, you don't want to get burnt. So, some pliers, put it aside, and go with the next one. Make sure you sand them for best results. Just heat it up. When it turns nice and red, because we're outside it. Go. Alrighty, so this is how it's gonna look. Went ahead and drilled the holes earlier, as you guys saw. Put it through here, and we're gonna braze them down here. Now, obviously, this is plastic, so you want to make sure, you know, it will melt obviously when you start brazing. So what you want to do is get a wet towel like this, something you guys don't want anymore, and just put it underneath so that you don't melt your toolbox, you know. Just like that. And basically, it's almost like brazing inside the refrigerator. You know, space is limited, but it can be done. So just protect it. Like I said, I'm using the toolbox that was old sitting there and we weren't really using. So, you know, if we damage it, we damage it. It's no big deal. But let's get on the brazing and I'll show you when it's done. Alrighty, so this is how we kind of, there you go. Today I'm by myself, so unfortunately I wasn't able to show you while I was brazing. But as you can see, we didn't burn the box. What the towel, you're able to cool it down so that you can check your braze. Might need a little bit more here. I can feel it. This one feels fine. Just this one right here. So we'll try again. Alrighty, so now that we got our shredder valves and, you know, brazed in and everything, we checked that it's good. We checked that it's good. This is your discharge and your suction line. Went ahead and hooked up a run start capacitor, and basically one end to one side of the power line and the other end to the other one, like this. Plug it in normal, like if it was on your refrigerator. And now you're ready to plug it in. Give me 1 second here. sorry. Set my phone down so you can just plug it in, and it starts up right away. Now, the idea here is this is the discharge, which means it blows out of here and it sucks out of here. See? Well, that didn't work, but doesn't have anywhere to suck anymore. See? See? It'll blow it off because it blows air out. So now, when you go regarding the question that they were asking me, how do you get the refrigerant out of the old compressor with one of these, basically, now that you have your homemade recovery pump. So you would put your gauges here, from here. Well, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so basically I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on how it would work for you guys with this other compressor that I have here. Obviously there's nothing in it, but I'm just gonna kind of give you a rough idea so you have an idea. I will make another video. I have another refrigerator which I'm gonna work on in the next couple of days, so hopefully within the next few days I'll go ahead and do another video and I'll show you guys how this machine will work in a real situation. But just to give you an idea while you watch this video, and you can make it and you have a better idea. So got somebody to help me out. So basically you want to get a bullet piercing valve. They're made by Subco, bullet piercing valve. You can get it at Amazon or eBay. Basically it comes like this with a little Allen wrench. So what you do, you take the screws off, you loosen the screws, get them off. Okay, and keep in mind this would be inside the refrigerator, the refrigerator. And you would put it in here. Now they come with different fittings depending on the size of your tube. For illustrational purposes, I'm just going to use this one the way it is. So either one or the other one is going to fit. And you would tighten it. As follows. Okay, so this, once again, this is for illustrational purposes, so I'm not tightening it like I normally would. So what you're going to do is grab your gauges. Remember, this is assuming it's in the refrigerator. And you put your yellow on here. Make sure your gauges are closed. And with the same Allen wrench, you're going to pierce, tighten this one in the middle all the way in, and it's going to pierce a hole in here. Once you go all the way in, you open it back up, and at that point you're going to see some in your gauges. You're going to see the refrigerant, show. So at that point, what you want to do, since this is going to come out, not this one. It'll be your blue one. So you put your blue one there, and then you would put your yellow one into the one that sucks out of there. Okay. So basically, this is going to come in through here, suck it that way. And then you're going to grab a third hose, which could be the red one here. And you would have your recovery tank. This is not a recovery tank, I'm just using it for illustrational purposes. There's an empty jug. And you would put that one into the red one. So now that this is open, you would plug in your recovery tank. Okay. You would open your recovery tank and open this one. Basically, your gas is going to come out of here with your refrigerator off, of course. Come through here, it's sucking through here, come through the compressor, come out into here. Okay. And I have a leak over here. Alrighty. So basically that's how you do the recovery tank on here. Okay. Feel free to like and leave a comment. If you have any questions, I will get back to you. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Alrighty, so this is the end of the video. So now when you're done, you just put your cord away, close it, lock it, and off you go. Very important, what you want to do is always, we don't need the straighter valves in here at all, because that's not what this is for. But you do want to put the caps on. Make sure you always leave the caps when not in use to avoid any contaminants, getting inside the machine when not in use. The other thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is, well, there's a couple things. Like I was saying, this is not a recovery tank. I was just using it for illustrational purposes. My recovery tank's in my car, so I didn't feel like grabbing it, and since I'm throwing this one away because it's empty, then I went ahead and used it. But you can reuse the refrigerant if you wanted in the same appliance. If it's your appliance, you can reuse it. You just need to weigh it so you know how much you're getting in and how much you're getting out. But it's not recommended. If you buy new refrigerant, it's 100% better. But if you do want to reuse it, what I recommend is, and I will show you in a different video, use a couple different dryer filters to filter the gas, the refrigerant coming out of the refrigerator and into your recovery tank. That way you know that it's as clean as possible. All right, thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.